मेरा माइक चल रहा था अब चल रहा है, हाँ खैर चलो। मैं बोल रहा था कि इस गेम में बहुत सारे आपके पास ऑप्शन। इसके बाद पहले बहुत कम करो। सेटिंग सेटिंग है ही नहीं इसके अंदर। नो, नो सेटिंग। सेटिंग्स ही नहीं, अच्छा ये ओके सॉरी, थैंक यू। इसका अब ये गेम बहुत बड़ा है, ठीक है, और इसके अंदर आपका मल्टीपल ऑप्शंस होते हैं चूज करने के लिए। अलग अलग मतलब स्टोरी में बहुत सारे आपका ऑप्शन है, तो मैं आप लोग की भी हेल्प लूंगा इसके अंदर। ठीक है, तो शुरू करते हैं। यू हैविंग अ ग्रेट डे एज यूजुअल। बैक, हिस्ट्री, स्किप, ऑटो, सेव, क्यू सेव, क्यू लोड। ओके। Oh, great. It's the first time in a while that you have you have felt like going out. But in the middle of your walk, it starts to rain. Typical, but maybe it's just a sign that you should have stayed home today. Hmm. Yeah, you can always try again tomorrow, right? You turn to head home when Billy. Huh? What was that? There are only a few people around on the street. Makes sense due to the increase of missing persons around that area recently. हमारे आसपास कुछ ऐसी चीजें हो रही हैं. Well, that and the weather. Hmm. But none of them react to the sound at all. किसी ने भी बिल्ली की आवाज पे ध्यान नहीं दिया. ठीक है, तो हमने दिया. Curiously guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a dark, dingy alleyway. हम लोग एक अंधेरी गली में गए उस आवाज को फॉलो करते करते. यू टाइम यू टाइमली एंटर द एली जो भी एंड वॉक फॉरवर्ड. हम उस गली में गए और थोड़ा आगे चले. द ग्राउंड dampened by the rain makes your step sound louder and more confident that you actually feel. बिल्ली, बिल्ली की आवाज़ें आ रही हैं मुझे. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the cold, dim light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, Billy is a cat. Huh. Guess that should have been obvious. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. Billy. It puts its front paws on the edge of the box and looks up at you. Meow, आई. तो उसको तो मैं उठा के ले जाऊं भाई. क्या हुआ? सो क्यूट, सो क्यूट भाई सच में. एक सेकेंड, वेट वेट वेट. मैं थोड़ा यहाँ अपने डिस्कॉर्ड पे भी मैं यहाँ पे लिंक वगैरह भेजा ताकि लोग देखें मैं लाइव स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ. वैसे हाँ, अगर आपने वो डिस्कॉर्ड हमारा ज्वाइन करना हो तो लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में आप हमारा डिस्कॉर्ड भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं. हम्म. खैर हाँ. सो क्यूट एंड इट डेफिनेटली नोज इट. You have never had much of an opinion on way or another about cats before. But if they are all like this one, it's a shock that it's the shock they haven't already found a way to rule the world. You don't think you'd mind bowing down to a finely fine ah, overload. You you look around the alley with a small frown. Who leaves cat in cardboard boxes these days anyway? Wouldn't they just jump out and leave the box eventually? Cat. कुछ नहीं बोला. The cat doesn't answer you. Obviously. बिल्ली है. म्याऊं म्याऊं कर सकती है सिर्फ. Obviously. It also doesn't know. It also doesn't do as you suggest and leave the box. It just looking at you as if waiting for you to make the next move. ये चाह रही है कि हम इसको उठा कर लेके जाएं, ताकि हमें पे घर पे जाके खा जाए. डोंट टेक डू नॉट टेक कैट होम, टेक कैट होम. क्या करना चाहिए, इसको लेके जाएं या नहीं लेके जाएं, क्योंकि गेम का नाम क्या है, डू नॉट टेक दिस कैट होम. क्या हम इसको लेके जाएं या नहीं लेके जाएं? देखो, अगर हम लोग नहीं लेके जाते तो हो सकता है हम लोग ऐसे ही चले जाएं. क्या करें, लेके जाएं कि ना लेके जाएं? हम्म, लेके चलते हैं. लेके चलते हैं, कोई बात नहीं, बिल्ली तो है, क्या कर लेगी. You know what? You reach into the box and pick the cat up, holding it out in front of you. Why not? You're all alone and well. I'm kind of in the same boat myself, so you bring the cat close. You didn't realize it was shivering until just then, but it slowly breathes easier as it presses into your chest. Why not stick together, right? At least for a little while. Uh, you think a little while will probably be more like a day. You will be responsible and take it to a shelter tomorrow, but for now, let's get you out of the rain, okay? Meow! You stop by a small local pet store for some cat food, then head back home. You live in a modest apartment, one bedroom, one bathroom. One one you living alone in it. अकेला रहता है बेचारा. So it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long. Even if it just a cat. It is just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you watch for a moment as it curiously explores the new environment. जो कि बिल्लियाँ करती हैं जब नए घर में आती हैं, पूरा घर देखती हैं, छान मारती हैं, क्या क्या है क्या नहीं है, सारी आपकी चीज़ों में घुस जाती हैं. Leaving the fin line to its own devices, you set about making the both of you some dinner. खाना बनाएंगे हम इसके लिए. You take out the can of cat food and open it with the tab on top. You put some cat food on a saucer and click your tongue to call the cat over to you. It pricks up at your beckoning, what, and rushes over. It looks at the plate of food. खाने की प्लेट देखती है and completely ignores it. Ignore कर दे खाने को, बिल्ली ने ignore कर दिया. Not hungry, I guess. You try not to let it annoy you. The cat doesn't understand the concept of money to appreciate that you spent your hard-earned cash on it. It's just a cat after all. I'll just leave it here. If you get hungry later, okay. The cat rubs its body against your legs and with a purr. You smile. That's enough of a thanks for you. It follows you into the kitchen as you start on your own dinner. You decide you decide that you have enough ingredients for a sandwich. Bread toasted, mayo and mustard spread, turkey and cheese and lettuce perfectly placed. Tomato कुछ हुआ? Ow. You wince as you cut your finger on the knife while slicing a tomato. हमने तो उंगली काट ली. Stupid. You feel a little embarrassed for such a blunder and sign tossing the knife onto the cutting board. You're about to head to the bathroom for a bandage when the cat hops up onto the counter. It sniffs a knife and meow almost pointedly at you. Hee hee, don't worry, I'm alright. It's just an. कुछ हुआ? You watch as the cat starts to. खून चाटने लग गई. Lick lightly by बहुत बड़ा वर्ड है भाई, बहुत बड़ा वर्ड है. at the blood of at the blood on the knife, at your blood. You're so shocked that by the time you come to your senses, the knife has completely licked clean. सारा खून चाट लिया उसने. The cat sits back, staring at you. You feel a little uneasy. मेरा खून चाट लिया उसने. Sure, cats are meat-eating predators, but that was a little weird. मेरी बिल्ली ने शुक्र आज तक ऐसा कुछ नहीं किया. Right? Sure, you're not you are no cat expert, but that was definitely not something an ordinary cat would do. काली बिल्ली है, जादू होगा उसमें. काली बिल्ली, काला जादू. Right? इतनी प्यारा म्याऊं है यार इसका. Well, regardless, you're not about to abandon a cat in need while it while it's still raining outside. All not after all your efforts. You were going to take it to the shelter tomorrow anyways. What's one night of awkwardness? Weird or not, it's just a cat. The rest of the evening unfortunately goes downhill from here. Even after covering up the fingers cut with the bandage, the cat keeps trying to lick the wound while you're eating your sandwich, while you're cleaning up the kitchen, while trying to watch TV. You gently push it away every time, but you're starting to get worried at this strange behavior. What if it's got a taste for blood and takes your food now? You're not sure what you'll do if it starts to get more aggressive. You keep things about the cat food sitting in the corner, untouched. Meow. प्यारी बिल्ली है यार. अरे गुस्सा आ गया. Come on, enough already. You shove it away a little more forcefully this time, out of annoyance. You feel bad immediately, but before you can do anything, the cat meows sharply at you and dashes off around the corner and into the hall. भाग गई वो. You sigh deeply. At this point, you're just worried that it's going to take a bite out of you in your sleep. बिल्ली है, इतना नहीं करेगी. इतना क्यों परेशान होना. Maybe a vet will have an idea on how to calm it down. You can only hope. You don't have many other options left. You don't have many other options left other than tossing the cat out in the rain. After finding the number of a local vet, you pick up and पढ़ने भी नहीं दिया. The light just went out. Great, just great. Rain must have knocked out the power. You check your cell phones to find that it's out of battery. वाह, फोन की बैटरी चली गई, लाइट भी चली गई. You must have forgotten to charge it before leaving out earlier. Nice. The the outing had been suffer suffer of the moment that it had no doubt messed with your usual routine. You grab your flashlight and turn it on. चूँकि हमारी flashlight में तो लाइट है, वह बैटरी है. It's quiet. It's too quiet. लाइट चली गई है, अंधेरा है, जाहिर है. Did the rain stop? But then, why did the power go out? You look outside. The sky is pitch black, just like the cat. What time is it? You turn to check the clock. The cat sits on the top of your digital clock, staring at you. भाई अंधेरा, ऊपर से ये ना नो एल नो, भागो घर से बाहर भागो. Thinking now, you realize the clock shouldn't be working at all with the power outage, but the numbers are lit up. बिल्ली काला जादू कर रही है भाई, भागो. And going completely haywire. हमें बिल्ली को छोड़ देना चाहिए था. गेम में जब लिखा है डू नॉट टेक दिस कैट होम, तो हमने क्यों ले गए. ऐसे ही होते हैं पागल लोग, जो मूवीज में मर जाते हैं फिर. The cat stares at you. It's completely still. You'd think it was a statue if you don't know any better. It's not giving off any indication that it's alive. It's not blinking. It's not even breathing, but its eyes. This isn't normal. ना भाई, बिल्कुल नॉर्मल नहीं है। मेरी बिल्ली रात के, मैं 3 बजे यहाँ पे पानी पीना हूँ, मेरी बिल्ली ये कर रही हो, मैं भाग जाऊँ वहां से। You're afraid, obviously. You want to run, but you are afraid to letting the cat out of your sight. You consider tossing the cat out after all. But as soon as you thought, as soon as the thought enters your head, you feel a sharp urge to vomit. Those eyes, it blinks. Yeah, those eyes, its eyes hold you still. उन आंखों ने मुझे पकड़ लिया है. Even with the flashlight, दिमाग मेरा नम हो गया. Even with your flashlight trained on it, its pupils are large, round, inky pinky bonky. The flashlight flickers. अबे यार flashlight भी चली गई. चोमो बंद है ये. The cat is gone. Cat गायब हो गई. Fear immediately grips your mind. The silence, punctured, नहीं, punctuated with the rapid pumping of blood in your heart. धक धक हो रही है. It overrides it overwritten is overwritten as your ears slowly start to pick up the sound of static around you. How is the clock working with no power? वैसे clock की बैटरी होती है. You don't know why such a question matters at the moment, but you feel as if having the answer will make sense out of everything that's happening. That order will be restored. That order will be restored, but no answer comes to mind. You back away from the clock and feels as if the air itself coils tightly and abrupted its response like a predator prepared to pounce. What? But waiting for your next move. But you're afraid to move. You're afraid to even take a breath. Not. But you can't stay still forever, right? Whatever is watching you, you can already feel its empath, Jovi, impatience. It's too eager. You don't know how you know this, but you can sense it as clearly as if it had whispered. Sixth sense. Let's मेरे पहले इस कान में आई, फिर इस कान में आई. ओ भाई, किसी ने लेट्स प्ले बोला, बिल्ली बातें कर रही है. राइट इनटू योर ईयर, राइट इनटू योर सोल. it it won't let you wait it out. Not that you could, even if it did. You can't stay here. You have to run. With this thought, a sudden primal instinct awakens within you, making you tear yourself into a hasty burst of movement, of action. But you're still weak from the fierce grip on your mind. डरो नहीं, तुम लड़ सकते हो, बिल्ली तो है. Your leg tangle together under you in your haste, and you fall off the ground to the ground. गिरने से खून निकल आया मेरा. कहा? अपार्टमेंट से गिर गया हमने. A sharp pain explodes in the center of your foot. At first, you think you have broken your ankle, but something warm and wet tickles down the length of your foot, pulling underneath. You hear the sound of metal scraping on the tile after skidding across the floor, as if it had been kicked. Chaku! Uh, winded from your falls. You look, you look, you look up in the daze and see the object glinting in a strange light coming in from outside. The light pouring in, the light pouring in from your now open front door. क्या बोल क्या रहा है, मैं मेरा दिमाग काम करना क्यों बंद हो गया है, मुझे समझ क्यों नहीं आ रहा कि बोल क्या रहा है. वेट. The light pouring in from your now open front door. पता नहीं क्या बोला. Thoughts of how, when, who, what in regards to your inexplicably open door screech to a halt. As your brain finally identifies the metallic object you have been staring at, it's a kitchen knife, and still tinted red from your early blunder. But that's not right. Wasn't it completely licked clean by the you grump dryly, dryly at the pain in your foot. You barely have time to wonder how the knife ended up on your living room floor to be stepped on. ओ अच्छा, ये मैं इसके ओ अच्छा मैं नाइफ पे चढ़ गया. Oh shit! Instead of resting on your cutting board in the knife where you'd left it. Billy, when you spy something in the darkness just beyond the knife, it spies right back at you. A pair of glowing golden eyes come forward as the cat emerges from the shadow into the light from your doorway. Billy, it pads lightly over to the knife as if skipping in delight. खून फिर से खून चाट रही है हमारा ये, and bends down to lap at the blood dripping from the blade. Ah, your sense slowly being to overwhelm you, the chill of the air as it starts to suffocate you under its weight. The sound of your shaky breath distorted against the static now piercing your skull. The dryness on your tongue spreads to your throat. पूरी चाट ली उसने खून मेरा. The incomplete sight of the stray you had taken in. The income licking away at your kitchen knife, once again completely clean. The scent of blood from the fresh wound on your foot. Blood? Cat. Golden eyes slides up to you as if in response to your sudden realization. Blood. Your hunt. Your foot is bleeding. You're bleeding. You're bleeding. The cat barely moves, shoulders twitching as if just considering the act of pouncing forward. बिल्ली हमें करीब आ रही है. But you're already on your feet and out the door. भागो. You run, or rather limp, down the empty street. The sky is black and bleeding red, but there's a strange light emitting from nowhere that casts everything else in white. The house, the trees, the road, even you, everything except your blood. You can just barely glimpse the bloody imprints. Your injured foot leave man injured foot leaves in your wake with every impact it make with the ground. It hurts. It hurts. But you can stop. You don't stop. Not when the shadow grows around you. Not when you feel the gaze of eyes all over you. Not even the road ahead of you is darkened by a long shadow of something behind you. Even then, you don't stop running because if that's a cat right there ahead of you, then what if the world is behind you? What in the world is behind you? अच्छा ठीक है. Look behind या keep running. देखो क्योंकि अगर बिल्ली हमारे आगे है तो हमारे पीछे क्या है? तो हमारे पीछे बिल्ली है तो आगे कौन है? तो मैं आगे भागता रहूं कि पीछे देखूं? मुझे लगता है पीछे देख लेना चाहिए. क्वेश्चन मार्क. हाँ, इंटरेस्टिंग. हाउ वेरी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. एंडिंग जीरो इट बिगिंस. हाँ एंडिंग. हमने पहली एंडिंग कर ली. जीरो एंडिंग. कुछ भी नहीं हुआ. कंटिन्यू. गेम को तो खत्म करके रहूंगा. You're walking, right? Of course. It's the first time in a while that you had felt like going out, and you are actually glad that you did. The weather is absolutely perfect today. That's a good sign, right? Maybe your luck is finally starting to turn around. You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities of where you could go or what you could do. Maybe in maybe even who you would could meet. You're so deep in thought that you almost miss it. म्याऊं की आवाज आई है फिर से. Huh? What was that? Curiously guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance for a lonely alleyway. The sunlight only just manages to reach down in the between of the tall buildings on either side. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward. The loose gravel and scattered debris on the ground softening your steps. Meow meow. Finally, the sound source comes into the view in the warm, almost ether light of the alley. At the end of the alley, बिल्ली होगी in a big cardboard box. हाँ. अच्छा अब ये दूसरी एंडिंग है. अब इसमें दूसरी एक एंडिंग वो थी. हाँ guess that should have been obvious. ये वही बंद उसके म्याऊं. हाँ ये वही है. अब ये वो वाला पार्ट आएगा जब इसमें हमारे पास ऑप्शन आएगा कि हम इसको लेके जाएं कि ना लेके जाएं. है ना. हाँ. टेक कैट होम. अच्छा अब पहले डू नॉट टेक कैट होम ऊपर था और टेक है ऊपर. लेके जाएं कि ना लेके जाएं. अभी जो कुछ हुआ उस पर हमें समझ आना चाहिए. हमें लेके नहीं जाना चाहिए. तो इस हम नहीं लेके जाएंगे. Sadly, as cute as the cat is, you never take this thing home with you. You just can't take it home with you. You're a responsible adult. Meow. You're you are. With rent and bills you pay for. Not to mention you need to buy food to survive too. There's no way you could care for a cat long term, right? You can barely afford this little outing of her day. Meow. इतने प्यारे तरीके म्याऊं कर रही है. इसको कौन नहीं लेके जाएगा. What to do? Leave cat, feed cat, play with cat. 1 second thought. Question mark. छोड़ दें. सिर्फ खाना खिला दें उसको. खेल लें इसका थोड़ा सा. एक और तो सोच लें. क्वेश्चन मार्क क्या है. क्या करें. एक करके ऑप्शन कर दें. ठीक है अभी हम लोग लीव कर दें. बिल्ली को छोड़ दो. You don't think it's a good idea to get the cat's sorry hopes up of having someone look after it if you're not willing to commit. Wait. What what if it gets attached and somehow tracks you down back to your home? कुछ आया था. Sorry. See you around, I guess. You stand up, the cat watching you every move. You're watching your every move. You make it halfway out of the alley when the cat meows almost pitifully at you. बेचारी. Oh बेचारी. Ignore turn. यार इतना मासूम बच्चा है ये. इग्नोर कैसे करूँ इसको. Turn back यार. तो प्यारी मासूम शक्ल बनाएगी. अच्छा. Turn back. Oh. How are you supposed to walk away from that? What kind of monster would you be if you could? You sigh a little and walk back to the cat. It looks almost hopeful. It tails uh, faster as it leans up a little more towards you, as if eager for your next move. Stay, leave, stay. It's strange. अच्छा कुछ आया था. The more you hesitate to leave the alley, the more you find yourself wondering, what's the point? You'll go where? To what? What's the point when you're always doing all of it completely and utterly alone? Even going home to your apartment wouldn't help, would it? One bed, one bathroom, and one of you living alone in it. It's been like that for so long. For so long. So long. No. Hmm. You startled when you feel an impossibly soft paw pressed lightly against your wet cheek. You didn't realize you'd been crying. Oh, or that your little breakdown had literally brought you to your knees right in front of the cat's box. You'll feel slightly embarrassed, but the cat responds as if it can sense your self dispect feelings creeping in. Ego Sagari! It presses its paws on your cheeks 3 times in quick sensation, as if trying to slap you. Hey, Batamizi, out of your melan state. But they are so light that slaps feel more like getting gently and eagerly petted. He, he. You can't help but laugh a little. Can't believe I'm having a meltdown in a dirty old alley with a stray cat comforting me. You smile and show how gratitude with a scratch to the cat's chin. Thanks, I'm fine, really. That just happens sometimes. Yeah. I really do like being alone most of the time. It's the only time I feel comfortable being myself. But even I get lonely every now and then. It's easy to ignore when I'm keeping myself busy. That's why I pushed myself to go out today, I think. Meow. He. Or maybe I was hoping to find a friend or something. Though, uh, so I guess that wouldn't be a good idea. I doubt someone that me I doubt someone like me would make for a very good friend to anyone. फिर गुस्सा कर रही है हमारे ऊपर. Okay, okay. Maybe I won't go so far as to say that, but you stay and just talk to the cat about anything that comes to mind. Your isolation, your loneliness, your many fears, your losses, your empathiness. जो भी. Although the longer you stay there, the smaller that one significant empathy feels. It's been long since someone just listened. Your words shift to gentler topics, your hopes, your dreams, happy memories of the past. और वो हमें खा गई. As you talk, you didn't even notice the once cold concrete wall of the alley becoming fresh light, warm and pink. It softens slowly, engulfing the both of you. The sound of your own voice feels hyp- hypnotic, hypnotic as it reaches your ears. Chama, encouraging you to speak more to the depths of your heart into the open. You give it easily. When you do run out of words, you're not sure how long you have been sitting there. But now knowing doesn't seem to bother you. Still, a strange question enters your mind. Leave and go home. एक ही ऑप्शन था मेरे पास. है. पीछे क्यों गया? अच्छा, मैं से पीछे पीछे भी कर सकता हूँ. ओके. क्या करूँ? हाँ. Why would I want to do that? You're too tired to move. Pouring out your heart and soul has taken a surprising toll on you. But you have no regrets. You're so happy. You don't think you have ever felt so head, so seen. You lean forward to rest your head on the box. You don't feel the rough, hard cardboard you were expecting. Instead, you find yourself resting on a mass of something soft and slightly damp and warm. So, so warm. मैं कितना zoom क्यों हो गया भाई? Hello. But you can't find it in you the care on what it could be. You're so tired. गली के अंदर ही हम सो गए. You close your eyes and you get the feeling that they'll probably never open again. मर गए. But as नजर आ रहा है ये बिल्ली की आंखें. बिल्ली की आंखें नजर आ रही हैं. But as that all encompassing warmth in case you slowly, completely, you feel nothing but pure contentment. Ending 22 not alone. एंडिंग 22. हमने डायरेक्ट जीरो एंडिंग से डायरेक्ट 22 एंडिंग पे चले गए हम. अब हम लोग अब क्या करेंगे? वेट वेट अब हम लोग अच्छा रुको रुको अब हम वापस राइट ऑफ कोर्स इट्स द फर्स्ट टाइम इन अ व्हाइल दैट यू हैव फेल्ट गोइंग आउट एंड यू एक्चुअली गेट दैट यू डिड. ये वही अब ये दोबारा हो रहा है. द वेदर इज परफेक्ट टुडे. दैट्स अ गुड साइन राइट. मे बी योर लक इज फाइनली स्टार्टिंग टू टर्न अराउंड. ये वही वाला हो रहा है. वापस बिल्ली के पास जाएंगे हम. बिल्ली की हमें आवाज़ ही हम उसकी तरफ गए. हमें बिल्ली मिली. ये रही. इट्स द कैट. अब हमारे पास ऑप्शन आएगा. चलो 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 चलो. हाँ. टेक कैट होम. डू नॉट टेक कैट होम. अब देखो. डू नॉट पे था हमारे पास और ऑप्शंस थे. टेक पे हम लोग डायरेक्ट घर ले जाएंगे वही वाली एंडिंग आ जाएगी. तो हम अब डू नॉट पे लेके जाते हैं अभी फिलहाल. कि अबे यार मैंने फिर मिस कर दिया. रुको कुछ आया था. यू थिंक यू नेवर टेक द थिंग होम विद यू. अच्छा वही है. ठीक है ठीक है. ओके ये वाला भी हो गया था. अब उसमें आया था ऑप्शन वो वाले प्ले वाला लीव वाली ये वाला लीव कैट फीड कैट प्ले. तो हमने लीव कर लिया था. वैसे लीव के आगे भी हमारे पास और ऑप्शन थे. वैसे लीव पे वापस जाते हैं. लीव पे वापस जाते हैं. यहाँ पे अभी बिल्ली ने म्याऊं में किया बहुत मासूम तरीके से कि दिल चाहता है उसको वापस ले जाए. लेकिन अब हम लोग उसको वापस नहीं लेके इग्नोर करेंगे इसको. अब हम इसको इग्नोर करेंगे. ओह फिर मैंने स्किप कर दिया सारा. वेट व्हाट वाज आई डूइंग. I all in all the excitement of dealing with your furry dilemma, you'd forgotten that you still hadn't decided on what you were going to do for your day off. I think I'll go watch a movie, go to the carnival, go to the dog park. क्या करें? मूवी देखें घर जाके, कार्निवल पे जाएं या पार्क पे. वह देखो अभी बिल्ली के पास गए हैं. कुत्तों के पास चलते हैं. कुत्तों के पास चलते हैं. You decide to take this stroll in a park or something, the only one within walking distance in the nearby dog park. You think it'll make you feel better. First you get the see first you get to see a cute cat today. Now you get to see a cute dog. Several of them. In fact, the park is blushing, bursting, joby with owners and their canine companions, playing frisbee, fetch, running, jumping, even napping. Such cuties, whatever. Like you'd want anything to do that these Maggie mutts? What's wrong? You didn't think that. You decide to move on. The dogs are all so adorable. You want to pet every single one of you come across. But you know all but you know not all owners are cool with strangers just walking up and manhandling their pets. Not all dogs appreciate it either. So you stroll around the path trying to A welcoming aura that will beckon one of these cute doggies to you. You don't have to wait very long. डरा दिया कुत्ते ने डरा दिया भाई जंप स्केयर हो गया थोड़ा सा मैं ये काजल लगाया सुरमा लगाया हुआ है इसने you stop as the smallest cutest puppy you have ever seen scampers up to you blocking your path एक second wait 8 बजे short up oh shit लाइव में मैसेज आ गया सॉरी गाइस हाँ खैर अच्छा लीव द कार किक द पपी किल द पपी वो हाँ ये कैसे ऑप्शंस है किक द पपी किल द पपी ईट द पपी पिक अप द पपी यो हाँ तो ये बहुत ऐसे इन्होंने ऑप्शन दिए हैं लीव द पार्क ये बिल्कुल सही ऑप्शन है किक द पपी किल द पपी ईट द पपी पिक अप द पपी अब मैं ट्राई भी नहीं करना चाहूँगा किक किल या ईट मैं लीव कर देता हूँ डायरेक्ट भाग जाओ यस लीव लीव नहीं कुछ आया था मुझे पढ़ना है यार नहीं लोगो लेट लीव लीव डॉग द स्टूपिड अच्छा ये हमारा बिल्ली बिल्ली हमारे दिमाग में थॉट्स डाल रही है नाउ व्हाट अच्छा अब वहाँ पे हमारे ऑप्शन आ गए गो वॉच अ मूवी गो टू द कार्निवल गो टू द डॉग पार्क फिर से हमारा ऑप्शन है पार्क कुत्ते के पास जाने का लेकिन हम उस कुत्ते का नहीं जाएंगे क्योंकि हमारे पास फिर उसको वहाँ पे जाके भी किल का ऑप्शन आ रहा पता नहीं क्यों हम जाएंगे कार्निवल कार्निवल घूमने चलते हैं यू स्पेंड द डे एट द कार्निवल फेरिस व्हील रोलर कोस्टर राइड्स यू हैव बीन ऑन बिफोर hops, coin toss, balloon darts, game you have played before, funnel cake, popcorn, cotton candy, food you have eaten before, all things you have enjoyed before. You're surrounded by groups of people all having fun together, laughing, playing, eating, taking pictures, making memories. But then there's you. The sun hasn't started to set yet. Still high in the sky, but it will soon. You start to wonder if maybe you should just go home for the day. You start to wonder if maybe अच्छा मैं दोबारा पढ़ रहा हूँ when you stop in your tracks you see something new an attraction you have never seen before a maze of funhouse mirrors it sounds kind of lame honestly there isn't even a line to get in but then what else is there to do something enter the maze you enter the maze a few rooms in a few rooms in and you notice that the mirrors aren't all weird some just show you looking back at yourself a little bored a lot tired and so very what maybe this was a mistake why did you think going into a maze of mirrors was a good idea, even if it was something new to experience. I can do this today. You turn around to head back the way you came, only to bump into a mirror. Nice. Oh, what the? Where's the exit? You try again, only to find another mirror blocking your way. By the time you're turned around, you have realized that the way you came in is completely gone. Oh, okay. Don't panic. I just have to keep going forward, right? You step through the only opening you can find and nearly trip over something on the ground. You bend down and pick it up. What's this doing here? In your hand rests a worn looking flashlight. Curious, you flick it on. Huh? The light doesn't trap the lights. Did the power out? यार यहाँ मिरर वाली जगह पे इतनी लाइट चली गई. Did the did the power go out, or did the attraction operator forgot you were in here? How long have you been in here actually? You pull out your phone to check the time or maybe call the police. Police, your phone is dead. ये एक बंदा कभी अपना फोन चार्ज नहीं करता. You grab the flashlight in your hand. The light is emitted earlier was dim enough for you to know there's probably not that much juice left. Juice? Best to res, reserve in क्या बोल रहा हूँ मैं, मेरा दिमाग खराब हो गया. Best to reserve it for a worst case scenario and feel your way out. Yeah, yeah, you can do this. You take a calming breath. Well, forward we go. Hello, darling adventure. Welcome to the mirror maze. Yes, I need help. No, I don't. अच्छा किसी ने बोला है, would you like to know how to navigate the maze? Yes, I need help. No, I don't even know you. No, but I have some questions. छापो करी. छापो करी. Yes, I need help. Once again, welcome to the mirror maze. You're in a bit of a jam, but don't worry. You're in a good hands, or rather, good paws. Billies. See these little cuties here? They'll be they'll be doing their best to guide you through the maze. Aren't they generous? When you enter a room, the emergency light will flash, letting you see the paths before you for a second, and also what lies beyond them. Whenever you see these kind kitties, just go where they are, and you'll reach the next room. Unfortunately, they're not they're not the only things in here. And I highly suggested that you refrain from following any of our other guests. They can be sneaky or distracting, but they are always hostile. So please take caution and advancing to the next room. Of course, this wouldn't be much of a mirror maze without mirrors. Can they hurt you? No, they're just mirrors, silly. They don't do anything at all, and you can't do anything to them either. They're just an obstacle you can't pass through. Go left, go center, go right. The choice is yours. Through. Though, if you find a room with no helpful kittens in sight and all the paths lead to a mirror or something else, it's recommended that you stay put, and just maybe it will work itself out. Now for your navigation tools. The flashlight you found doesn't have much juice left. It'll only let you get a quick extra peek at your surroundings about 5 times. So try not to use it all at once. अच्छा 25 rooms हैं 3 lives हैं. You can keep track of your progress to the rooms up to the left and lives up to the right. ठीक है. You have got 3 lives, so be careful to avoid the less friendly guests lurking around. तो अगर एक मिनट का हमारी 3 लाइफ चलेंगी तो गेम है, ठीक है, मतलब मैं इस गेम में भी एक गेम खेल रहा हूँ मेरा मेज वाला. तो अगर मैं ये 3 लाइफ हार जाता हूँ क्या मैं मर जाऊंगा? Why only 3 lives, you ask? Because you are soft and squishy. It wouldn't take much to damage you beyond repair. Huh? And besides, you're human, and humans usually only have the one life. Yes. And yet, here you get three. Don't you think you ought to show a little more gratitude? मैंने पढ़ा नहीं क्या था. Hmm. And that's the end of your tutorial. Hopefully, it was helpful. Are you ready to play? Okay. I'm ready to play. Can you let me go? Can you turn off the flashlight? Flash, please. Can you turn off the flash, please? This game is too hard. This game's way too easy. Reset settings. Can you tell me about the maze again? नहीं भाई दोबारा नहीं सुनना भाई बहुत लंबी की थी इसने. Hmm. I'm ready to play. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Right. Okay, next room. Right. Okay, next room. Left. Stay. This room feels off. Just wait. I think something just changed. Right, left. Next room. Left. Okay, next room. Stay. Just wait. I think something just changed. Sida. Center. Okay, next room. Right. Right. ये तो easy है वैसे. Right. Right. Center. Center. Stay. This room feels off. Just wait. I think something just changed. Left. Center. Right. Center. Left. Center. Center. Left. Left. ये आखिरी है. Stay. हो गया. हो गया हो गया हो गया हो गया. You see it, the exit. You run forward, but as you do, the sincerely shift. Just slightly at first. But you're doing too fast to stop yourself from colliding into the glass. हम लोग ग्लास में जाके घुस गए. Except you don't quite go into the glass. You don't exactly collide with it either. You simply pass through it. And on the other side, you see an endless white void and yourself. Dozen of you, hundreds of you wandering around, aimless, faceless, and empty. So empty and listless, they don't even acknowledge your presence. You try to turn back, but the glass doesn't give. Past the glass. Billy, a familiar black cat walks up and looks at you. You think it meows at you, but you can't make out the sound. It tilts its head and walks away. The glass doors dark. हम ट्रैप हो गए वाइट वॉइड के अंदर. Then you watch helpless. Then you watch helpless as it disappears completely. You're trapped with only yourself as company. Ending 19. The beat. You beat the maze. 0, 22, 19. 3 एंडिंग्स हमें मिल चुकी हैं. है कि टीन के बैंडिक. हाँ. देखो, चेक करते हैं इस गेम में कितनी एंडिंग्स हैं। तो आपको भी दिखा दूं। अप्रोक्सीमेटली 40 डिफरेंट एंडिंग्स, हमें अभी तक 3 मिली हैं। अब मैं 40 तो ये नहीं करने वाला, यहाँ पे मुझे साल लग जाने। अभी ना जाओ, घंटा हुआ है हमें। घंटे में हमें 3 एंडिंग्स मिल चुकी हैं इसकी, 22, 19 और एंडिंग 0। ये नहीं ना एंडिंग्स, एंड में हमें 0 मिल गई है। इट बिगिंस हमें, अच्छा 40, हाँ ये नहीं ना 40, हमें 3 मिल चुकी हैं। 19 मिल गई हैं, यू बीट द मेज, और 22 नॉट अलोन। एक और एंडिंग ढूंढते हैं, एक और एंडिंग। ये वही वाला पार्ट है, शुरू वाला पार्ट, इसको स्किप कर देते हैं। स्किप का ये रहा ना ऑप्शन। टेक द वर्ब डू नॉट टेक, ठीक है, फिर यहाँ स्किप पे आओ। ये अब हमने लीव द कैट किया था, और उसका हमने उसका दूसरा वाला ऑप्शन है वो भी हमने कर लिया। वैसे हमारे पास वो भी है कि पपी वाली जगह पे जाके अगर हम उसको पपी को मारने वाला हमारे पास ऑप्शन था, वो करके देखें। वैसे मारना बिल्कुल भी नहीं चाहता हूँ उस पपी को, बहुत मासूम कुत्ता था, लेकिन हमारे पास 40 एंडिंग्स हैं, करते हैं ना कुछ। स्किप करो, दूसरे ऑप्शन पे लेके जाओ, इग्नोर, इग्नोर, ऑप्शन पे लेके जाओ, कुत्ते वाली जगह पे जाते हैं, ऑप्शन पे लेके। मेरे को डरा दिया इस कुत्ते ने दोबारा। अच्छा, अब लीव द पार्क, हमने पहले लीव द पार्क किया था, हमारे पास है किक द पार्क। यार मैं बिल्कुल भी इस मासूम कुत्ते को किक नहीं करना था, लेकिन चलो गेम के लिए। व्हाट्स व्हाट इट जस्ट हैपेंड, नहीं मैंने क्या पढ़ा है, व्हाट इज जस्ट अ पपी, देयर इज नो वे आई वुड एवर डू दैट। अच्छा सही है, तो हमने नहीं किया, किल द पपी। नो दैट्स हॉरिबल, देयर इज नो वे आई कुड एवर डू दैट। अच्छी बात है, ईट द पपी। हम, दैट डिस्गस्टिंग, आई थिंक आई एम गोइंग टू बी सिक, देयर इज नो वे आई कुड एवर डू पिक अप द, पिक तो कर सकते हो ना, यू पिक, होल्ड ऑन, टाइमर लिखा आया था हमारे पास। यू जस्ट barely managed to rein in the reflex to throw the puppy as far away from you as possible. Throw? With shaky hands, you quickly place the puppy on the grass and take a several jerks, jerky steps away. The owner seems confused by your reaction to their puppy. You just wave at them in a daze before hastily stumbling away. कुछ तो कड़ा, कुछ हुआ हमारे दिमाग के अंदर। यू आर नॉट फीलिंग सो ग्रेट अबाउट बीइंग एट द पार्क एट द मोमेंट, मे बी यू शुड लीव, स्टे एट द पार्क, लीव द पार्क, स्टे एट द पार्क। अभी हम लोग, पहले हमने लीव कर दिया तो हम लोग मेज में चले गए, अभी हम स्टे कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे। यू स्टे एट द पार्क, यू ट्राई टू calm down by watching all the dogs from afar as you walk along the path, but every so often you will run up to, and when they do, they look wrong. Their owner don't seem to notice. You find a bench and sit down for a quick break, closing your eyes. Maybe this wasn't the best idea after all. कुत्तों के पार्क में जाना, उनसे बातें करना कैसे बेस्ट आइडिया नहीं हो सकता। मे बी बिल्लियां के नजर आ रही हैं। यू शुड हैव स्टेड विद मी इंस्टेड। बिल्ली, कुछ हुआ? You're broken out of your thoughts when something lands gently on your lap. You look down and see a frisbee on your thigh. Hey, sorry about that. Can you throw that back? You look up to see an owner waving at you in the distance. But more importantly, यार ये हमेशा कुत्ते के भौंकने में डरा क्यों देता है? अब नहीं डरा, अब नहीं डरा। ये बहुत तेज तेज आ गया है। A series of excited barks jerks your gaze forward and you see a large dog sprinting towards you. You. Me. A series of excited dog jerks. You gaze forward to see a large dog sprinting towards you. Hey, hurry and throw it back. Oh, leave, throw. यहाँ मुझे और ऑप्शन ये लीव लीव वाला भी करना था बीच में पहले वो आया था ड्रॉप वाला वो भी मुझे करना था यू थ्रो द फ्रिस्बी एंड द डॉग रन्स इन द ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन jumping and catching it right out of the air. Impressive. The dog and the owner walks up to you. Thanks for that. Can you pet him if you want? The dog looks up at you, eager of its reward of pets and pets for catching the frisbee. Should I? आप हो जाए
कुछ बंद हो जाओ
मैं यहाँ लाइव स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ तुम मुझे तंग कर रहे हो
करो करो
ऐसे बीच में तुम कहा गए कॉल पे हाँ
देख तो वैसे भी कोई भी नहीं रहा फायदा
नहीं देख रहे हैं ऐसी बेइज्जती नहीं करो सही दो लोग देख रहे हैं
अच्छा अच्छा करो करो
पेट डॉग में हमने कुत्ते को पेट कर लिया है
ये दो भी हमारे ही हम लोग होंगे
Shut up.
दिख
Really?
रहा होगा कोई
Are you sure?
चलो
I'm warning you. Do not touch that mutt or you will regret it. Oh भाई leave. मैं तो पेट करूंगा pet the dog. You reach out your hand and you pet the dog. The dog. The dog seems pleased. You don't feel well. Suddenly, the sky begins to darken rapidly. You look up along with all the pets owner to see what the sun has been eclipsed by the moon in the blink of an eye. You vividly remember that you should never look directly at an eclipse. But for some reason, you don't look away. और किसी की दराड़ने की आवाज आई हमारे ऊपर. A loud piercing fowl filled the air, shaking the ground beneath you. You instinctively move to lift your hand in order to shield your ears. But the hand that had been cautiously pressed upon the dog's head comes away with you. कुत्ते का हाथ साथ आ गया. Resistance like sticky slime, almost hand to the dog's head. The slime stretches with your movement. The dog's head stretches with it too as the begins to just melt. It melts and melts until it becomes a pile of goo at your feet. You dazedly look around for the dog's owner only to find an empty pile of familiar clothes where they once stood. वैसे हाथी चला गया. You see similar piles of clothes next to the pile of goose scattered all across the park's open field. All the dogs, all their owners. The melted goo of the dog in front of you then started to move with a shudder. It slithers across the grass towards the field in the center of the park. All the other piles of goo following after it. They mix and melt together into a single entity that shifts and undiluted and bulks and grows. You watch it dazed horror as it then fills out and shapes itself. Billy into a behemoth यानी का ऑफर डॉग अच्छा कुत्ता बन गया है. Snarling and fronting at the mouth, red eyes frantic and searching. Before the glowing orbs land directly on you, the rumbling growl in impets is so low and deep you can feel the sound of it crash into you. Leave the park. अब हमारा सिर्फ leave the park का option है. Why? ये बिल्ली की आंखें फिर आ गई. No, you had your chance. Better start running. You try to run, but you are not fast enough. The behemoth barely takes a few leaps before it's already towering over you. आदि,
बोलो।
तुम यहाँ बैठ के मुझे सुन क्यों रहे हो? मुझे
क्या
ऑकवर्ड हो रहा है.
मतलब? ऑकवर्ड क्यों हो रहा है? ये जो दो बंदे तुम्हें लाइव देख रहे हैं उनके सामने नहीं हो रहा ऑकवर्ड?
तो देखो वो मुझे पता, देखो मुझे पता नहीं ना वो कौन है, मुझे पता तुम हो यहाँ पे जो तुम मुझे सुन रहे हो ऐसे, तो
तो
मुझे ऑकवर्ड हो रहा है.
अरे चुप करके बैठो।
भाई क्या
अजीब
है?
नखरे हैं तुम्हारे। ये कैसा
अच्छा
ऑकवर्डनेस
खैर.
है भाई?
ओए मुझे किसी ओ मारा किसी ने मुझे, फिर से मारा मुझे किसी ने, तीसरी बार मारा मुझे किसी ने. मारे जा रहा है भाई. It tears you apart until there's nothing left. Ending 21 dog person. हमारे पास 4 एंडिंग्स आ गई हैं अब. 22 भी आ गई और 21 भी आ गई हमारे पास. एंडिंग 0 भी आ गई है, इट बिगिंस. एंडिंग 19 भी आ गई है, यू बीट द मेज. एंडिंग 21 डॉग पर्सन और एंडिंग 22 नॉट अलोन. ये आ गई हैं. अब हादी तुम बताओ, आई
क्या?
कंटिन्यू करूं? मैंने 4 एंडिंग्स कर लिए, 40 एंडिंग्स हैं इसकी. और
सॉलिड एंडिंग।
इन चार एंडिंग्स में मुझे घंटा से ज्यादा लग गया.
वाह।
तो अब मैं आगे कंटिन्यू करूं या फिर अगली स्ट्रीम में बाकी का?
पता नहीं, मर्जी है तुम्हारी।
यार
तुम्हें मूड है
देखो,
तो कर
अगर
लो।
मैं तुमसे पूछ रहा हूँ तो मुझे तुम्हारा जवाब चाहिए, ये मर्जी नहीं.
भाई अपने मूड की सुनो, अपने दिल की सुनो। अगर तुम हो कि भाई अब मतलब बहुत
चलो,
ज्यादा हो
ये जो
गया,
मुझे एक बंदा देख रहा है जो भी है ये बताए.
ये बता ये है कौन? ये
हाँ,
मुक्ता तो नहीं है?
मुझे क्या पता कौन है.
नहीं।
क्या मैं आगे कंटिन्यू
नहीं
करूं या बाकी
यार,
का अगली स्ट्रीम में?
रुको रुको, किधर है तुम्हारी लाइफ से?
जल्दी बुदा. क्या लिखा है? नजर ही नहीं आ रहा भाई. रुको रुको रुको, नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम में कंटिन्यू. तुम बनाए, तुमने लिखा है ना ये?
क्या? क्या हुआ?
नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम में कंटिन्यू तुमने लिखा है ना ये?
होगा यार, भाई तुम्हारा व्यूअर होगा कोई हसीन हैंडसम
चलो
व्यूअर।
सही. तारीफ कर लो अपनी, नाइस है. चलो भाई हम लोग अगली फिर स्ट्रीम में करते हैं. अभी के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज.